According to reports, we'll be in a recession by August 2023. During the past 2 years, we have experienced a pandemic, a war, the highest inflation rates in history, the collapse of China's biggest real estate developer, and supply chain issues. Meanwhile, your grocery basket has almost doubled, while your salary remains the same. Make sure you watch all the way to the end where I'll show you 11 investments that are recession-proof. If you're new around here, welcome to the channel where you will learn everything there is to know about wealth, self-wealth, finance, and investment in the stock market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe to this channel and let's get right into it. Number 1. Cheap fast food. Fast food consumption is reversely correlated with the economy. When people have more money, they like to eat at fancier restaurants. When the disposable income drops, it's back to dining at McDonald's, Burger King, Subway, KFC, Domino's, Taco Bell, and the list of these cheaper fast food companies goes on. They'll all do well in the recession. But guess what won't do well in the fast food industry? Fast food brick and mortar chains. You see, people will still order in, but at a much lower rate. Because Postmates and the likes have gotten really expensive. So it'll make more sense for people to go to a drive-thru on their way home than sit on the couch and order in. Number 2. Telecom. Telecom is growing at almost 10% year over year, and we're more dependent on it than ever. When the recession hits, many people in traditional roles will be left out of a job and will try to shift to other job prospects. For example, work from home is becoming the norm for many households. In a recession, companies will be downsizing and cutting down on the number of offices they maintain because rent will be too expensive. So even more people will work from home. And as a result, the telecom sector will continue to grow. Number 3. Consumer staples. No matter what the economic climate is, there are some things that people will keep on buying. And when we say consumer staples, think of Procter & Gamble, Colgate-Palmolive, PepsiCo, Nestle, L'Oreal, Unilever, and anything else that you use day to day. Look at what you purchase out of necessity. Not because you want to, but because no matter how bad the economy gets, you're still going to buy toilet paper. Find the companies that make those kinds of products, and buy some stocks. Number 4. Self-education or mastery. A wise person will always tell you, nobody can take away anything that you've already learned. Which is why investing in yourself is definitely recession-proof. The more financially educated you are, the less of an impact a recession has on both your financials and your mental health. This investment is split into 2. Because you can either 1. Acquire a new skill that will allow you to access new opportunities that you didn't have access to before. Or 2. Master a current skill, so that because of your ability, you are more in demand than ever. This recession is quite different than previous ones. Because for the first time, remote work has been embraced to this extent. Outside of your current job, many individuals will behave as consultants or freelancers in respect to other projects. If you have a job and wish to upgrade your skill set, this is the time to do it, so you no longer act as an employee but as a business. Number 5. Grocery stores. Especially price-conscious stores historically do really well. Walmart, Costco, Kroger, Aldi, Sam's Club, Little Dollar Store, etc. And these are just some of the price-conscious stores mentioned in the US. What about price-conscious stores across the globe, or even closer to you locally? Whole Foods usually get hurt the most as consumers become more price-conscious. Number 6. Gold and precious metals. Gold is a hedge against inflation and economic downturns. It's actually the favorite hedge of the, let's say, novice investor. Silver is a close second, and you'll see more and more old money voices talking about diversifying into metals in the next few months. Why? Well, in order for countries to get out of recessions, governments need to stimulate the economy. Their favorite way of doing that is by throwing money at it, which increases the financial supply. And since gold is a fairly scarce asset, its value goes up. The problem with printing more money is, they've already been doing it for the past few years. Which leads to record numbers of inflation. If you're young, maybe look at Bitcoin as an alternative play. As we see it as gold 2.0. Number 7. Pharmaceutical stocks. With the bump that pharma companies have experienced during the pandemic, recessions are a thriving ground for them. You can either invest directly in pharmaceuticals like Pfizer, or you can go the retail route with Walgreens, CVS, or Rite Aid. There is a threat of disruption in the entire pharmaceutical sector. We have taken notice of Mark Cuban's Cost Plus. It's an online pharmacy that sells generic versions of popular drugs at a fraction of the cost, and like him, there will be others. Number 8. Hedge funds. So for those of you who may have seen my previous video, I mentioned hedge funds. And Teresa, very good reason why I'm mentioning this as a recession-proof option. Ask your financial advisor for a list of local hedge funds that did well in the past 2 recessions, and start making some meetings. Basically, these entities are looking for any opportunity to make as much money as possible in the shortest time frame. Hedge funds get their names because they're betting strategically, against the market. Some of you have seen the movie, The Big Short. Well, there are several hedge funds that foresaw the fall of the housing market and made sure to capitalize on it. Michael Burry, Carl Icahn, John Paulson, and Ray Dalio are just a few of the hedge fund managers who we've learned plenty from. Number 9. Utility stocks. No matter how bad things get, you still need to turn your lights on. There's an entire investing strategy into holding utility stocks in your portfolio. One of the best performing stocks in our portfolio is NextEra Energy, one of the largest electricity suppliers in Florida. Over the last 5 years, it's returned 21% per year. And over the past 10 years, the annualized return sits at 19.2%. Basically, you want to look at energy producers, energy distributors, energy service operators, natural gas suppliers, water and sewer utilities. Raw prices might fluctuate, but the demand is only growing. Number 10, blue chip art. This might come as a surprise to most of you, but art, especially good art, is one of the best ways to protect yourself during recessions. Blue chip art is scarce and has demand from people who aren't affected by recession. It's actually the other way around, as rich people get even richer during recessions. The art market has been consistently outperforming the SP 500 real estate or gold for the past 25 years. And not only that, art is a good performer even in inflationary periods. Now, you might be thinking, what do I know about fine art, or how am I supposed to afford a Picasso or a Warhol? Well, that's where the platform Masterworks come in. Masterworks is a platform that allows everyone to invest in high-end art instead of buying the painting on your own. They break the ownership of a piece into shares, the same way a company does with stocks. And you can buy shares in it, and you can sell or buy these shares at any time. Fractional ownership is one of the biggest trends that we are seeing, and the way Masterworks has executed it in the art space is really inspiring. Especially considering there's no minimum investment amount, and the platform has also allowed us to learn about the trends in the art space and see just how profitable the art market can be. Now, there's actually a waiting list to get onto the platform. But we found a way for you to skip it. Go to masterworks.io/cd and see for yourself how investing in art might be your way out of the upcoming recession. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more wise money investment opportunities like this. Number 11. Life insurance. Life insurance is one of the booming plays of a recession. You might not realize this, but rich people use life insurance very differently than you would expect. Because for them, life insurance is a vehicle to build wealth. It's like a tax-free personal bank. Basically, instead of putting their money in the bank, they put it in life insurance policies and then borrow against it, tax-free. The entire mechanism of using life insurance as a bank is fascinating, and it certainly needs its own video in the future. Stress and financial hardships are common in recessions. Insurance companies do really well, so they might fit your portfolio nicely. How long do you think we'll be in a recession? Leave your answer in the comments. And as for those watching until the very end, we have a bonus recession-proof industry. Number 12. Technology stocks. Tech stocks have taken a beating this year, with many worrying that tech companies are becoming too big. But look towards the future. Will Google still be around in 10 years? Probably. Will Amazon keep thriving even in a recession? Probably. Let's look at the tech companies that you use every day. Because if you use them, it means others are doing so as well. It used to be that tech came second to retail. But I believe we've crossed the point where tech is the main play, in terms of massive returns. Every recession will be a great opportunity for new companies to be born. The 2008 crisis gave us Airbnb, Uber, Venmo, WhatsApp, Groupon, Slack, and more. Now, if you've made it to the very end of the video, make sure to write the word secure in the comments as a sign that your money will be secure in the next recession to come. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, hit that bell icon to never miss an upload, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.